you guys, my name is Suj, and in today's video I will be cash stuffing $3,315, and this is coming from my first paycheck of August. So I worked a little bit of overtime the last several weeks, and this paycheck was a little bigger than normal. So you'll see me starting to save for new categories like a card down payment for whenever I move back to the States. And then I also have some categories in my travel binder that I will start saving for. And I'll be putting some money into almost every envelope that I have, which is super exciting. So I have the $3,315 here, and my paycheck was actually a little bit more than this, but I haven't had time to sit down and plan out my budget for all of the categories that I normally stuff for. So I did a little bit of spending before I was able to get to this, but that's okay. So I got paid on Wednesday and it is Sunday currently. So it feels really good to be able to sit down and fill up my envelopes, make sure everything is organized and on track. So I'm really excited for this cash stuffing. So for shared bills today, I will be adding 882. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 50, 70, 80, 81, 82. And shared bills covers rent, internet, utilities, insurance, and I just send this to my boyfriend at the end of the month or whenever it's due. So that's that. Personal bills will be getting $66. So it has 50, 60, 65, 66. And personal bills covers my phone bill, I have a nursing insurance that I pay for, and then a couple of subscriptions. Groceries this time will get 75. So 50, 75. I hope to be getting back on track with cooking because lately I've been getting the ready to eat meals. And while those are really convenient, it's about, I think it's like $10 a meal. So that has really been adding up. So once work slows down a little bit, I'm hoping to be buying more groceries. Next is household. Household will be getting $10. So now household has 16. Food and drink will be getting 150. There's nothing in here, so that is it for this. Next, activities will be getting $10. So now activities has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. This category is for any sporting events or concerts that we go to, so like any kind of spending that we do then. And recently I spent a couple of dollars from this category when I got some food during Pedro's baseball games. So it's just a separate category that I like to keep from food and drinks because that's more like restaurants, cocktails, stuff like that. Next is transportation. I've already put $50 onto my public transportation card, so I'm just gonna put in $50 to cover for the next week until I get paid. Miscellaneous has nothing and it will be getting 5. Treat will be getting $16. And I use this for my coffees or whenever I'm craving like any snacks, ice cream, things like that. So $16 in here. Spending will be getting 25. So now spending has 20, 40, and $50. I will use this category for any kind of shopping that I do. So for like clothes, shoes, jewelry, anything. And I'm not really saving for anything in particular, just kind of building this up. Social will be getting 20. I don't have anything coming up. I feel like the last couple of weeks was a little busy with people's birthdays, but I will just add a little bit in here to just build it up in case I want to grab dinner or lunch with friends. The next category is self-care. Self-care will be getting $5, and so now self-care has 20. I've just been putting in $5 each time into this category, and I haven't spent out of it yet. Pedro will be getting $10, so 20. Happy Mail is going to get 100. I have taken a break from placing Etsy orders, but I'm feeling the itch again, and because I've been working overtime and got a larger paycheck, I figured I might as well just treat myself one day, so I'm going to be saving a good amount in here to buy some more things. And the same with wish list, I'll be putting in $100. When I first started cash stuffing, I think earlier this year, I was talking about how I really wanted this bottle of perfume that was a little expensive, and it has been on my wish list for a really long time, but then I kind of phased out of it because it just didn't make sense for me to purchase something that was like $300-400. But then I was thinking about what I really wanted to spend my extra income on from working overtime, and I think it would be a really good idea to just treat myself with like Happy Mail and that perfume. So just saving little by little until I have enough to get those things. So that makes me really excited, and it makes me feel like it was worth it to work all those long hours because now I can treat myself with those things. Next, I will be putting $410 into emergency. So that's 410. So now in emergency fund, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 420. So 1,420. This I am saving for whenever I leave Australia and move back to the States. I think I will be jobless for several months. I'm not even sure where I'm gonna live, but this I just wanted to build up for just covering expenses while I figure out where I'm gonna be living next and all of that stuff. So you will see me bulking up this emergency fund for the time being. Next, I will be stuffing for Christmas. So Christmas this week will be getting $40. So I'm going to be finishing up this third Christmas savings challenge that I got from Katie at the Fancy Dollar. So that's 5, 10, and 15. So this one is all completed. This is so cute. And then I'll start filling out the fourth one. So that was 15, 3 and 7 to make 25, 30, 35, and 40. So I filled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these icons. So let's see. So now Christmas has 100, 150, 170, 190, and $200. So for Christmas, I don't have to save up too much. I just want enough to be able to do Secret Santa with Pedro's family. And I think that's around like $100 or $200 for gifts. And then there are a couple of babies in the family that I want to get gifts for. So my goal is around $400 to $500, and we are already about halfway with that. And then next, I am skipping seasonal. I want to start putting in money for my birthday. My birthday is in November. So today it will only be getting 20. And we can slowly start saving for my birthday. And then I think that is it for this binder. So next we'll be going into my travel binder, and I am excited to stuff a little more into here this time around. So travel essentials is the first one. That will be getting $10. And my idea for this envelope is just to save for like toiletries, anything that I would need for my upcoming travels. So just $10 into here today. And then camper van, this is for my New Zealand trip. Camper van will be getting $200. So now camper van has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 30, 35. So $535. And I'm not too sure if this trip is still going to happen, but I'm going to continue stuffing in here. And if I end up not going, then I still have some money saved towards other travels. So then I'm going to skip to my family section, and I will be stuffing $50 into Arkansas. This is where my parents live, so I want to start saving for my flight there to visit them. So $50 in Arkansas. Family vacation today will be getting $100. And I have plans for a retirement cruise that my boyfriend's mom is planning. So I'm gonna start saving for that. That is $100 in there. Friends and family will be getting $200. So now I have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 in here. And originally this was to start saving for whenever my boyfriend's mom came to visit, but I don't think that is going to happen. So instead I'll just continue saving in here for whenever I go on a trip with friends. Puerto Rico is going to get $50. Pedro is Puerto Rican, and we have plans to go visit in March. So $50 in there. And that is it for the travel binder. Next, we'll be getting into the storybook from Sad Saves. I love going into this book just because it's so different, and I love Emperor's New Groove. So cute. So the first category today will be water bill. Water bill will be getting $50. So I still haven't gotten a water bill yet, and I have no idea how much that's going to be, so just saving up whenever I can. So water bill now has $150. The next category will be my nursing license. I am saving for a New York license, but then I also found out that my Colorado license is expiring soon, so I will also have to renew that. So today I will be adding $111. And so that total will be $221, I believe. So nursing license now has 100, 200, 10, 21. Next category will be Go Bills. So for the NFL, American football, Pedro and I love the Buffalo Bills, so we are wanting to save to go to a game later in the year. So today I will be putting in $50. So now in Go Bills, it will be $115. I never thought that I'd be a football girly, but here we are. The next category I'll save for is hair, and hair will be getting its first $50. I am wanting to save for a perm. So I got one when I got here in November of last year, and I just love it so much. My hair is just stick straight, so with this perm, it gives me some texture and it's just really pretty. I don't need to curl my hair or do anything with it. So when it air dries, it just looks like I have like effortless curls. So I really want to save for that. And then the next category will be annual fee. This is for my credit card annual fee. That is sometime next year. I forget, I think it's April. And it's quite expensive, so I need to start putting in more whenever I can. Today it will be getting $100, so I should have $175. So $150.75. And then the next category I am saving for is car down payment. This is so exciting. This was just never a priority to me because I had other things I was saving for that were coming sooner. But with me moving back to the States, I'm gonna need a car and I want to just slowly start saving up for that. So car down payment today will be getting $300. My plan is to buy a used car and I want to put about 20% down. So my goal is to save around $3,000 or so. And I'm not in a rush to purchase a car anytime soon. I'm thinking maybe like mid-year next year or even like the end of the year would be a good time frame for me to get a car. So I have some time to save for that. And then the next category I will save for is taxes. So I just filed taxes here in Australia and I owe about $150 and it's not due until November. So today I will be just putting in $50. So my last 50 will be going into taxes. I was really worried about how much I would owe, but this wasn't bad at all. I've heard of some people who are on the working holiday visa like I am. I've heard that some of them owe $2,000 to $3,000 their first year. So I'm glad that it wasn't that large of an amount and I will be able to pay whatever I owe for my taxes in the next couple of paychecks. Okay, and that is it for the storybook. It feels really nice to have filled up almost every category in here. And that is it for today's cash stuffing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me stuff this paycheck. I hope to get right on track with filming my unstuffings and just being more regular on here. It's just been pretty busy and I think I've been spacing out the videos that I post, and yeah, I'm also really behind on watching videos, so whenever I see that there have been videos uploaded by my favorite cash stuffers, I've just been adding it to my watch later playlist, and that is now up to like 25 videos, so I have a lot of catching up to do. I love to just watch those videos on my downtime and take my time with commenting and all of that stuff, but I just haven't had the time to do that. So I can't wait to just be able to lay down and do that and support you guys. But anyways, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys in my videos next time. Leave a comment and say hello, and I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.